The Forgotten Manor by Abdullah Lamri. The Forgotten Manor delivers a heartfelt, magical adventure that resonates with readers of all ages. Its blend of mystery, humor, and emotional depth makes it a perfect standalone story, while leaving room for readers to imagine new adventures for Milo and his unusual companions. Chapter 1: The Inheritance. 17-year-old Milo Lancaster has always considered himself a loner. He lives a quiet, uneventful life in the small town of Blackwood, spending most of his time sketching in his notebook or avoiding his overly cautious mom. But everything changes when a mysterious letter arrives. Milo's estranged great-aunt Evelyn, a wealthy, reclusive woman he's never met, has passed away, leaving him the deed to her manor on the outskirts of town. Intrigued and desperate for a change, Milo convinces his mother to let him check it out, if only for a weekend. When Milo arrives at the towering, ivy-covered mansion, he's struck by its eerie beauty. The caretaker, a quiet and serious young woman named Lucy, greets him at the gate. She warns Milo that the manor has a history but doesn't elaborate. The townsfolk believe the place is cursed, but Milo brushes off the rumors as small-town superstition. That night, while exploring the dusty rooms, Milo stumbles upon a hidden staircase that leads to an underground hall. There, he finds an ancient book and an ornate key. Curiosity gets the better of him, and when he unlocks a door at the end of the hall, something extraordinary happens. The air crackles with energy, and the manor itself seems to come alive. Chapter 2: Guests of the Forgotten Manor. The next morning, Milo wakes up to find the manor bustling with strangers. At first, he's confused, thinking a party has somehow begun overnight. But these guests aren't ordinary. There's the towering blacksmith Graham, who seems to fix things by touch, the mysterious artist Cecily, who paints unsettlingly realistic portraits, and the timid yet insightful bookkeeper Victor, who seems to know everything about the manor's history. As Milo interacts with these people, he starts to notice strange things about them. Graham's strength is unnaturally powerful, Cecily's paintings occasionally move, and Victor always seems to be in two places at once. Milo confronts Lucy, who finally reveals the truth. These aren't ordinary guests, they're spirits tied to the manor. Years ago, Evelyn created the manor as a sanctuary for people who had lost their way. But her experiment had unintended consequences, binding the manor's guests to the property forever. Now, the manor is sustained by an ancient ritual. But when Milo opened the door in the underground hall, he accidentally disrupted the balance, putting everyone, including himself, at risk of being lost forever. Chapter 3: The Clock is Ticking. Milo learns that the only way to restore the manor's balance is to find three artifacts hidden within its grounds: the Pendant of Time, the Mirror of Truth, and the Lantern of Light. Each artifact represents a piece of Evelyn's legacy and is tied to the manor's most important residents. Reluctantly, Milo teams up with Lucy and the guests to locate the artifacts. Each artifact comes with its own set of challenges. The Pendant of Time is hidden in a secret garden, guarded by a maze that constantly shifts. Milo and Victor must work together to outsmart the maze. The Mirror of Truth lies in a forgotten tower, where Milo is forced to confront his own insecurities and self-doubt. Cecily helps him see his value through her artwork. The Lantern of Light is buried beneath the manor's ballroom, but the only way to access it is by solving a riddle left behind by Evelyn herself. Graham's strength and Lucy's insight are crucial in this final task. Chapter 4: Milo's Transformation. As Milo works with his unlikely allies, he begins to change. His natural talent for observation and creativity becomes essential in solving puzzles and overcoming obstacles. For the first time, he feels like he belongs somewhere. Lucy, who initially seemed cold and distant, starts to warm up to Milo, revealing that she was Evelyn's protégé. She has spent years guarding the manor, blaming herself for its current state. Milo helps her see that the manor's future isn't her burden alone, it's something they can fix together. Chapter 5: The Final Trial. With all three artifacts in hand, Milo and the group return to the underground hall. But restoring the balance isn't as simple as placing the artifacts back in their places. The manor itself tests Milo, creating a vivid illusion where he's faced with a choice: leave the manor and return to his normal life, forgetting everything he's experienced; stay and take on Evelyn's role as the manor's new guardian, ensuring the safety of its guests for years to come. Milo is torn. He finally feels like he's found a purpose, but he's also scared of the responsibility. In the end, his connection with Lucy and the guests gives him the courage to accept the role. Chapter 6: A New Chapter. With the manor restored, the guests celebrate their newfound freedom. Milo learns that some of them can finally move on, while others choose to stay, drawn to the sense of community the manor offers. Lucy decides to stay as well, becoming Milo's partner in maintaining the sanctuary. As Milo settles into his new life, he reflects on how far he's come. The boy who once felt invisible has become the heart of something much bigger than himself. The story ends with Milo exploring the manor's vast library, sketching new ideas for its future while Lucy watches from the doorway, a small smile on her face.